Hey guys, today with the topic of availability and attractiveness. I always try to show you a way that works without manipulation, as well as does not let you act something that you do not really want to be. That is, something that feels false. With this topic you might think that I want you to be untouchable in order to convince someone of you. But that would be the wrong way and above all the wrong starting point to think about this matter. People who ask me, should I wait so and so long now, or he said to wait 3 days before writing to her, they didn't understand that this is just the beginning and that they will break with such actions sooner or later due to their mindset because they think they have to react this way for success with women. If they are in a relationship, they drop this all at once or constantly think about what would be the right step now, instead of just living and intuitively acting right. Right for themselves, the partner and the attraction between the two. But maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. So from the beginning, what is worth more for you? Something that you have access to at any time and that is provided to you for free, or something that you set as a goal but had to work for? Probably, hopefully, the latter. The value is determined by the fact that the demand for it is greater than the supply. The supply in this example is your time. If you throw it around and have time for the woman permanently, this time is cheap for her. Now, especially in the beginning, when everything fits, you can't say that women make a big difference and they will communicate to the outside that they think it's great when you find time for them. Unfortunately, however, it is out of touch with reality to believe that the absolute ideal situation between the two of you is right from the start. Love at first sight and all that. This is a rationalized idealization of your relationship that makes you special in your eyes. It may feel that way to you at that moment, but there is always a little more. Just because you find something that you didn't know before in this intensity, doesn't mean that it has to be directly the personal 100%. In any case, attraction to a basic share must be present from the beginning and then through getting to know each other, or as I prefer to call it, the mutual qualifying for each other increased or maintained. The limerence does the rest for the increase. If she sees potential in you, and you as a guy usually fall in love fast enough anyway. So that is taken care of. But now it is important to understand that the current feelings of the woman are dependent on the attraction and therefore also what she tells you at that moment. This can no longer apply from one day to the next if you don't keep it up. Let alone, if the attraction is not yet sufficient for something like limerence. There must be more interest to want to test you more deeply and to recognize the value that you think is enough for woman to want you. Let's save the discussions here that some men, well including me, think for themselves that a woman without enough interest to do that on her own is not worth the effort. Because such men are usually already at the point that I just want to explain to men who have not yet understood the principle. So again, the starting point. The woman is not interested enough to jump right into your arms and you want to make such an impact on her that this will happen. That's not so easy in the current dating world. Women have access to so damn many men who just love to have their time taken up by them, and you are not the only option they have 99.9% of the time. This choice also allows them to pick the best deal for them. So now what differentiates men who are any good from men who would chase them in their eyes anyway and who can bench them or push them right off? The purpose of these men and the potential that they see in them. The best possible deal they are able to get out of their starting position. Serious men who are attractive to women have a mission in life, a solid character or frame that has made them these serious men in the first place. They have virtually a journey with focus on themselves behind them and can thus offer women security, status and much more. Will now the one who answers them every time within a minute, bombards them with novels and drools towards every meeting be such a man? According to your feeling at that moment? No. And if at the same time they write with someone who has these qualities, then the choice will subconsciously fall on him. Even if he would be uglier in your eyes and the definite second choice. You do not decide that, nor have you tested him as the woman has done with him. The attraction to him will be higher because he knows his worth and doesn't undermine it for the woman or stop himself by giving his time only to her. Therefore it is also such a nonsense to want to act this appearance. The woman will gradually realize that you are not who she thought you were and that there are many who can offer her more. The mere fact that you have pretended to be someone you can't get close to makes you unattractive in the long run. After all, who needs that? The closer you let a person get to you, the more likely they are to recognize that and you are out to make them your partner. For this, such a tactic is complete junk. You stand in your own way and waste not only your time, but also theirs. The qualities that a serious man should have, I have explained in the corresponding video. Become that. This should be your mission, then the interest of women will no longer be a problem. Maybe not with the one you've been trying to get her attention for 5 years, or generally with a certain one you've set your sights on. But if you upgrade yourself, you also upgrade the quality of the women who are seriously interested in you. If you are not available around the clock, but just in the beginning only once or twice a week for a few hours and can just arrange meetings via WhatsApp, because you have so little time for the cell phone, then you do not worry about what the woman might think of you. Work on your mission and generate more interest, because you show to the outside that you have no time for such games. That you are not one of those jerks who will run after her, but she will see you at least at eye level. That alone makes a lot of difference. And you can't act that. At least not without giving yourself the stress of thinking about it permanently and not living in reality at all anymore, but only in strategies and evaluations of her behavior and how you want to react to it. But you don't have to do that if you are just the type. This is good for you and your happiness and additionally attractive for the woman, because you could really offer them all that. Where we would be again with the topic, this whole story is absolutely incomprehensible for many who have already reached the point or have been working on it for a long time. Because with all this comes a certain composure of others' opinion of you. What, the woman is not interested in me? In the past, that would have hurt you inside and you would have wanted to know why. Now you literally don't give a shit if there's nothing more to come. It's your thing and you don't want to start anything with such a woman anyway, because she means stress and possibly even drama, if you should start running after her. All this is no longer necessary. So in summary, as always, get your shit together and pursue you as the most important priority in your life. No one else. That way, little by little, you'll get into a position where you become a little harder to grab without thinking about it, and the position is the important thing. Not that you are hard to grab per se. Take care and see you in the next video.